Recording's on. Hi, Sam. My
Hi,
name's Kathy. I'm a nurse practitioner and I'm going to take care of you. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
What brings you in today?
Oh, um, my family's telling me that I need to see somebody just because I have no energy and I don't really want to take care of my kids. I don't take care of myself, but it's just a phase I'm going through.
Is this something new for you?
I had it a little bit after my last child. I have now five girls, and I wanted to stop after the third or fourth one, and my husband keeps wanting to try for a boy, and he just doesn't understand how overwhelmed I am.
Mm.
It's just too much.
How old are your kids?
Well, the oldest is six, and then four, three, two, one, and the new one.
You've got your hands full, don't you, Sam?
Yeah, yeah, they're energetic little girls. Yeah.
And is your husband the father of all the children?
Well, all but the first one.
And how is he? Is he supportive?
I guess financially he is. He feels like he's the man and they're all girls and that he can't do anything for them. So it's really all left up to me.
Have you ever had sadness before or depression in your life that you've been treated for?
Um, like I said, I had it after the fourth one, but I didn't tell anybody. I just eventually, I guess I got over it. I mean, I was pregnant right away, so I don't know.
Mm. Did you suffer from PMS with your periods?
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty nasty when I have my period. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, do you feel safe at home? Your husband is it ever hurt you or threatened to hurt you?
No, I mean he gets loud sometimes, but no, I think he's a big teddy bear and he wouldn't do anything.
Okay. Do you ever think about hurting yourself?
Oh, I've thought about it. You know, you hear stories of women and taking their children out, and I if I did it, I don't know if it would just be me or if I'd want to take all my kids with me. It would be awful to leave them all behind, and they'd probably get separated because I know my husband wouldn't be able to take care of them. So because of my kids, I just don't do anything because they need me.
When you say you don't do anything, does that mean you don't hurt yourself because they need you?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've thought about it. I mean, who hasn't? Just to lay down, go to sleep, and not wake up and just have peace. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm too much of a chicken, and as much work as my girls are, I do love them. So they're what keeps me going. I just sometimes have a hard time getting out of bed, and the oldest one is six, and she's really good at making peanut butter and jelly, and so most of the time, I know she's got it under control, but
Hmm.
some of that should be my job too.
Hmm. So let me just understand what I think I heard you say is that you don't think that you'll hurt yourself or your children right now?
Yeah,
You're not worried about that.
no. Mm-mm.
Do you ever think about hurting your children?
I've just thought about taking them out with me, but I wouldn't hurt them and not hurt myself. I mean, it would just be a last resort. If I was going to take myself, it would be a decision whether I was going to do anything with them or not. But it's just all a fleeting thought. It's just, I guess, almost like a fantasy of just peace. It's just never a quiet moment. Then my husband comes home and expects dinner to be ready and everything to be clean. And, you know, I'm not June Cleaver. I just can't do it all. And I'm not wearing my pearls. So,
Yeah,
I'm just tired. I'm worn out. And there's just too much energy for me to keep up with.
right. Um, are you breastfeeding right now?
No, I've tried with each of them and I just failed at that. It was just a failure all the way around.
Well,
So,
I didn't ask you to judge you. I only asked you because if we decide to put you on any medication, it's important to know that fact. I don't have an issue with whether you breastfeed or not, so please don't take it that way. Um, so do you have, now you tell me that you use the phrase taking your children out with you. Do you have a plan on how you would do that?
Mm, not set in stone plan. I mean, it's just been fleeting thoughts. Um, like I said, more a fantasy of peace, not really how I would do it. It just all sounds just awful to me. So I don't think I'd have it in me to do it.
Okay. But you don't have an idea or you haven't thought about what you do or, okay.
No,
Okay, so I have to just be assured that I know you're going to keep yourself safe and your children safe. We'll work on a safety plan, but before we do that, do you feel that we're on the same wavelength, that you aren't going to hurt yourself or your kids?
yeah, yeah. I shouldn't have said anything at all because it's really it's not a reality. It's just not going to happen.
Well, it sounds like you're having a problem with some postpartum depression, and you know, sometimes you make decisions during and that's caused from hormones, and it can get worse. And sometimes you don't make the most rational decisions, so it's good to have a plan in place. And um, do you have any help around, any family or anybody helping you?
No, I'm a private person. I don't really want people coming in. My house is such a mess, and and I don't shower like I should, and it's just embarrassing. So no, I can't have anybody.
Okay, all right. So when we do a safety plan, the purpose of that plan is to identify what thoughts happen and what thinking goes on in your brain when you're feeling at your worst, and when you think about these thoughts about, maybe when you say you think about you want peace and just taking yourself out. And then we'll when those feelings come on, we need to put some action in place for you to take. For example, getting in touch with me or calling the suicide hotline, or even just reaching out to a friend or a family member. I don't, and not to talk about your mental health, but just someone that makes you, that can distract you.
Okay.
So that would be the purpose of the of the plan. Are you open to developing a plan with me?
Yeah, I need something in place. Yeah.
Right. And where you're not breastfeeding, we can start you on some antidepressants if you're open to that, because that it might take a couple of weeks for those to kick in, but that might help you with this. If you, that's your choice. So do you feel that might be a benefit to you?
Yeah, I'd like to give it a try.
Okay, so we'll work on identifying what your warning signs are, and then we'll work on what you usually do to cope with that. What do you, when you feel like that, what is it that you do to make it pass? Or
I usually lay down and go to sleep till it's gone.
okay, okay. And then different people in social settings that make you feel a little bit distracted, not better, not worse, but things that will identify those, and we'll give you a list of people that you can ask for help, and also a list of agencies that you can call. And you tell me that you don't have any plan, you haven't thought about it. You don't have, do you have any weapons in your house or any guns or anything like that? Okay. If there was, we would want to maybe remove those, or remove the ability to you to access those. Okay. All right then, Sam. We'll work on that, and I'll give you a prescription for something, and we'll, you can call me at any time.
Okay,
Okay.
that.
Okay, Sam. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to cut this off.